Hi, my name is Carl Stanley, as I've said, and welcome back to this section. So now we're going to go into a transformation, right? So we're going to take a little bit of info, a little bit of theory, and then I'm going to help you relate that to the components or the fact sheets that are inside LeanIX. So let's have a quick look at that. How is LeanIX set up under the covers? You notice I'm a big user of Camtasia and Snagit TechSmith stuff. Gotta like the TechSmith. No, I'm not sponsored by TechSmith, but I should be. So, metadata, meta models, data about data. Now, if anyone's done Archimate or used the TOGAF content meta model, you know that there's modeling languages out there that tell you what types of information and then how to connect them or relate them, right? So it's like relational databasing, pretty much. Now, how about we use this as an illustration? Who here has used Active Directory or a directory service where you have to log on? So to explain the context of meta model, right, I physically have a name. So the value is my name, but the meta information is name. So name is an attribute, and then you fill out the value, which is me, okay? And then password, and my password, I put my password in, right? So same thing. You put together a meta piece of information. You have a meta model, and then you put information into it. That's what LeanIX does, and this is how it's connected. Now, this is the same over and over and over again. You have an application related to a capability, related to an IT component. It interfaces to a data object, and then a capability is mapped to a user group, application is mapped to a process. So these things, right, so one to many, that's all under the covers. They built that already for you. You just have to know how to manage that and put those together. So that's the theory, right? That's the meta model that sits under the covers. Now let's take that picture visually and move it into LeanIX, the tool. So where is my tool gone? Okay. There it is. Those are the components, and then you fill out the value, then you fill out all the values, which are the fact sheets, right? So let's just go inside of an application and show you what I mean. An application, and in this case, we have one application, and that application has a name, it has a life cycle, it has a project associated to it, it has a business criticality, and a capability associated to it. So there's your mapping between capability, business capability, and application. So you got your business level, and then your application level, and then your technology level. You've just done a quick overview of your enterprise architecture in one fact sheet, right? And then what processes, what user groups, data objects. So now you see exactly how, and here's the related IT components to that one platform, right? Now that's just the flat data. Now we need to use this data to make reporting insights. So I just wanted to show you that there is a meta model underneath the covers, all right, and related that to fact sheet on an application. Now, what do I want to do? In our case, we just want to get us off the ground, some technology components into the database, okay? How do we do that? Well, let me show you what the format looks like. I showed you a quick one before, but you'll see that I've picked one type of the meta model and then named it and then put some descriptions next to it. And it literally is that simple. You take all of those technology components that we did from the cleanup, you put them in the display name, you put them in the name of the object, and then when you do the import, an ID is assigned. You see how this one's empty? Because there's no ID assigned. Because I just manually typed in Server 2008, Windows, operating system, and then active, right? And then I want to do an import. So quickly and easily, we'll just move on So I showed you the transform. We did our baseline, tried to do the transform, a little bit of that. Then I'll show you the procedure. It's quite straightforward. Then we'll break off and I'll pull out another one on analysis. Okay. So easy. This is getting you into productivity really fast. Let me show you how to do it. Inventory. Pick a type. Let's get rid of that. Give me my full list. Inventory. IT components. Right? Export. So you'll see I've done a few in the past, right? Now, when you do the export, click the button, you get this bad boy. This is a full list of all of the different types of components, right? And once you have that in that format, all you have to do is put the data you want against these columns. So I've baked one of those earlier and I've done an import. Now the import is quite straightforward, right? Bang. You click this button. So that was the export, right? I'm just doing IT components at the moment. So you click the import and it goes choose a file and it gives you an option to do a test run. So choose a file. Which file am I going to do? I'm going to choose my import. And then I'm going to import. It loads it. Was run test mode. Changes were applied to the inventory. Please unset the checkmark text run for it to work. See that? One error. There is a reason there's an error. It's because I already run the import once. Okay, so let me show you what the result is before I did that. Right. So here we go. Here's the result. And it's quite cool because oops. Result. See that? Changed. Create. Done. Imported. Too easy. All right. Now, you'll notice that when we go into here, into your inventory on technology components, IT components, there it is. Server 2008 IT component. And away you go. Okay, so we've just proven that you can put one of those in and I've given you the files to do that. Right, so that's the simple procedure. Excel spreadsheets, import, export, start with an export, get the format, do the import, and away you go. It's that easy. So let me stop it there and then we'll do the analysis part in the next section. Thanks for coming along.